Now I'd like to do a video of Shop Hill, St. Thomas. Yeah, yeah. All right. I'd like to do a video of Shop Hill, St. Thomas, Grandview Heights. You got Shop Hill, St. Thomas. This is the Nazarene Church here. So I will now walk back down now. Yeah. So I'm walking back down Shop Hill now. Yeah, Noel? Yeah. So I'm now heading towards the Centenary Moravian Church, which was built in 1866. The Moravian Church here, Centenary Moravian Church at Shop Hill, St. Thomas. The church here, the Moravian Church, Centenary Moravian Church, and this is the basement. So looking back up the hill again. So heading down the hill now to look at the famous lookout point, the scenic lookout point, to see all into the Warrens area from here. And this is Grandview Heights, Shop Hill, St. Thomas. Everyone, you see straight into Warrens from here, or into Bridgetown as well. And this is Edgehill Terrace and Edgehill Heights down below here. So again, I'm in the parish of St. Thomas, at the famous lookout point. The scenic lookout point. So this is Grandview Heights in Shop Hill, St. Thomas. In another rural area. I'm in the countryside once again. I'm in the heart of Barbados, St. Thomas. Can best be referred to as the heart of Barbados or the central uplands of Barbados. There is no sea nor coastline in these parishes. St. Thomas and St. George are the two landlocked parishes of Barbados that are best referred to as the heart of Barbados or the central uplands of Barbados. Here, the city of the sea as well in the back. Terrace and Edgehill Heights down below here. In Barbados, a steep hill with a commanding view with it. So the higher you go, the more views you get from this point here. Oh. So St. Thomas, as I said before, is in the center of the island. St. Thomas and St. George are the two landlocked parishes in Barbados, best referred to as the heart of Barbados or the central place of Barbados. There is no sea nor coastline in these parishes. These are the two landlocked parishes. You can see St. George from here as well, with Lower Estate, where the Roberts Manufacturing Company is. And we can see all into the St. George Valley from here as well. We can see over to the airport in Christchurch from here as well, in the south. And we can see a bit of the east from here with St. Philip and St. John as well. At least you can't hear much wind noise. Wind is blowing strong, you can't hear the wind noise. So the wind. So this is one of the upscale communities in St. Thomas and in Barbados. It may not be a high class community like Millennium Heights and Fort George Heights. Fort George Heights is just down the road. I mean, Millennium Heights is just down the road here in St. Thomas as well. But Elshire Terrace is a fairly middle class. So we are in close proximity to the Warren's business and commercial area, which is the city away from the city. There's where our businesses parish. We can see all onto layers, which is not far from where the Chefette warehouse is. Chefette warehouse is known as Chef Foods, which is the manufacturing plant for all the Chefette foods in Barbados. And the Frosties ice cream parlor. Back into St. George is the Roberts Manufacturing Company. Barbados. Let's have before up the hill here, we'll be leading you back to the dump, which is known as Mangrove Landfill or Mount Stinkaroo, which is situated just above Shot Hill. The place is called Waterloose, and the race track is also up there. See easterly into St. Philip and St. John, and you can even see the chimney for the former Applebee's plantation and sugar factory, which later became the West Indies Records Limited, WIRL, which is now the Barbados Packaging Industries Limited. Applebee's plantation, which is bordering St. Thomas and St. George. So the West Indies Records Limited was here where the Applebee's factory was, which is the chimney over here. And you can see a bit of St. Philip and St. John to the east. And Christ Church to the south where the airport is. All down here, you can see the new district, the police station, which is just opposite the bees recycling plant. You can see it from here. All shop hills and towns. Grandview Heights. You can see the Lesterbourne Secondary School down here as well, which is at King Garden, St. Thomas. And opposite that is the Williams Industries Complex. So this camera that I'm using now is even making the views more exciting now to look at. This camera that I'm using, this app of the other side before I can see and Forest area is into Georgetown Port and Florida. You can see the Charlotte Bay over here, which is